Express TV nga okimanyi obulungi nti ebintu by'ennyonyi oba aviation byebimu ku ebintu ebisinga okuba nga ate ye department ekyasinze okuba nga ate ekozesa science, technology ne innovation, era nga buli olukya ennyonyi bazongeramu ebitongole ng'ebyamagye n'ebitongole ng'ebya police kozesa nnyo ennyonyi mu byokwerinda, era bagezaako nnyo okuba nga ate buli lunaku olukya bazimba ennyonyi ezisinga okuba ez'akabi. Kakati wano mu Uganda tulinawo ekitongole kya Wama Aero Innovations Limited, era nga kino kyasalawo ne kireeta innovation empya oba ne kiyaayo akapya mu by'ennyonyi, era ng'omukugu agenda kuba ataatunnyonnyola butya bwe baakayiya n'emikisa egiri mu by'ennyonyi n'ebintu ebirala bingi ebikwatagana ku nnyonyi byonna okuba nga ate omanya olunaku olwaleero. So ku Mbale Express TV nga tetumaze budde katukugatte ku mukugu ono wano wennyini we tuli e Kololo ku Independence Grounds asobole okuba nga ate atunnyonnyola ki kyekitegeeza okuba nga ate oyingira mu nnyonyi ya innovations ki gye basodde okuba nga ate bongeramu mu kintu kino ne future plans zaabwe kuba bagamba nti mu myaka 5 myaka 10 basuubira nti balina okuba nga ate at least wakozeyo okwennyonyi eyakabe mu Uganda, ensi yonna esobola okuba nga atekkiriza nti wano nawo tulinawo basajja abagezi. Kale katukugatte ku musajja ono direct.
Annabelle. Yeah, I've just experienced the Wama Aero Innovators flight simulation. It's a great experience. We're able to see what it's like to be on a flight, see what it's like for the pilots. We moved across land, saw what it's like above the old airport, above the new airport, saw what it's like above the water. It was a great experience. Highly recommend. This was my first time. I knew the simulations were there, but I'd never been able to do it, so I'm very happy that I came here today to do it. Yeah.
In future, do you love the aviation?
I'd have to think about it. I was speaking to him about it and he said it's not an easy thing, but it looks like a really good profession, yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is Wama Aero Innovations. We are the innovators of flight simulators in Uganda and the pioneers of flight simulators in Uganda. Wama Aero Innovations is a company that was born in 2023, and we are currently growing steadily into the innovation of flight training devices. What are flight training devices? Flight training devices are commonly known as simulators. Simulators enhance flight training, okay, and there are different flight scenarios that we cannot encounter with actual aircrafts that we can encounter and train with here with the simulators. Okay, they also not only enhance flight training, but they also cut the cost that you spend when you're flying, when you're learning how to fly, and the time you would spend. Okay. So flight simulators also bring the aviation industry closer to people, because look, there are people out there who will never even imagine to send a glance, not even a look, a glance into the cockpit of a Bell 206 Jet Ranger. But here is it. The simulator has brought the aviation world, the cockpit world, or the aircraft world closer to them. They've been here, they've had it, they've seen it, they've enjoyed it, they've been flying it, and they've been co-piloting with me. So those are the many advantages of a simulator. If I started talking about simulators, I would spend the whole day here. Yeah.
Is this made in Uganda?
Well, this is totally made in Uganda by Wama Aero Innovations, and I'm the guy, the founder and director, together with my partners. We own this company. So it's made in here in Uganda, and we are following Mose's ideology. Okay, that at least have an innovation that is 75-80% Ugandan indigenous material, and the rest he doesn't mind if it's exotic or outside. Yes. Now, I would like to thank the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for having put up this initiative, putting up a platform. Marketing is not something very easy to come by, okay? But having put up this platform free of charge, we are able to market what we have. And this being a new business in the country, it would be hard for me to market it. But using this platform the President put forward for us, it's easier for me to market. And trust me, I've seen a lot of people, people who are really excited, people who are really interested in flight simulators. And gratitude goes to the President. Next, I would like to thank Dr. Monica Musenero for having put in place or put in practice this initiative. Dr. Monica Musenero, thank you so much. And the President, we thank you for having appointed Dr. Monica Musenero. Because if it weren't for her, still none of this would have happened. At least innovators come close, we share ideas. I've been crying out with circuit boards, making these switch panels, circuit boards that can help out in instrument panels. But through this initiative, I've come across to guys that I can really link up with to provide me with circuit breakers and circuit boards, and it's going to ease the whole process of fabricating or making or putting together flight simulators. So thank you so much. Next, last but not the least, the one I would like to thank is the great one and the mighty one, Dr. Doreen Agaba. Thank you so much, Dr. Doreen, because here we are. We belong in the aeronautical department. Every year we come in, we showcase, and I think the pride goes to Dr. Doreen. She has really organized us well. She has organized the Bureau well. We thank Brian, our coordinator. Brian, thank you so much. You've done a lot. Together with the other team that we can't see. The Bureau guys, salute you. Thank you so much. Here we are. Wama Air Innovations, we are ready to push forward. We work hand in hand with the Bureau. We are ready to push forward. And it's the comfort of the Bureau that it's the comfort from the Bureau that we are enjoying right now. Thank you so much.
With the necessary support from government and other partners, do you people have the capacity to produce real planes? Should we give Ugandans such hope at the moment? Yeah, apparently you should give Ugandans such hope and a closer hope, because we at the Bureau, together with the engineers of Police Air Wing and us, Wama Air Innovations, and other players like Captain Lubega Oxton and other players that may come along, we are into looking at how we can manufacture fast parts, okay, parts of the aircraft, okay. So we as Wama Air Innovations, we shall be doing the prototype. Then the prototype will be sent to the engineers, like the engineers of Police Air Wing and the other stakeholders, and see how the thing is going to run. So from parts, we shall build the fuselage. From the fuselage, the rest is history. We shall come back to that. Can you give a time frame? By 2030, should we expect something special?
Yeah, by 2030 we shall have something very, very, very special. Because if I'm a flight simulator engineer, I'm just a thread away from being an aeronautical engineer. Because we use all avionics and it's the same knowledge. So we, under the aeronautical department, we are seriously on the project of manufacturing parts of the aircraft and sending them out to the market. And after the parts, it will be much more easier, a stone throw away, to build an actual aircraft made in Uganda under the reign of Mr. Museveni.
Finally, as an experienced pilot and as someone who is in the aviation sector, if a kid is dreaming to become a pilot, what should they know? It's not the first time that we're having kids club, aviation club here in Uganda. I mean, in the world. Where there was a free kids aviation club. The same idea came up here. And I've heard about kids aviation club in different atolls running them. I salute you all. Thank you for the initiative. So, with this
with these machines here, the simulators, it's much more easier for kids to aspire to become pilots because they will run the whole thing and learn from the simulator. Remember, flying is a skill. It's about practicability. It's a practical thing. You need hands-on. Since we own the machines, kids should come and learn how to fly. So that they are at school with a purpose. So that they have an agenda as why they're going to school. Remember, we as parents send kids to school to learn the basic knowledge, okay? But they don't go there to be skilled. We hold that on our shoulders. The responsibility lies on the parent to skill your kid according to your preference, or what would you like shape your kid to be in the future.
In case someone wants to join Wama Aero, what are some of the things they have to do? Is it that they have to pay some fee? You should have some level of qualification in school?
No, this one is a practical thing, okay? We don't want intricate matters. This one is a practical thing, okay? If you're a pilot, then you know how to fly. Then you're going to help out the ones that are coming in to do what? To fly. If you're an engineer, then you have space, okay? If you know how to code, then you have space. So it depends on which field this person is really coming in and which expertise he has. But all are most welcome. To sum it up, Wama Aero Innovation is open. Whoever feels like has a role to play, please come on board.
Well, hey man, the last question. How does a plane operate, including myself? I want to learn something.
Okay, this is how a plane operates. Okay, you gotta have the basics, you gotta have the procedure, you gotta have the checks, you gotta have muscle memory. As simple as that. You add all that, then you got the skill to fly. Okay, let's start with procedure. Procedure. When we're starting a plane, there's a procedure that we follow. Okay, this that you see pilots doing. Okay. Okay, it's the procedure. Then down here, yeah. Then it's the procedure. Basics. After the procedures, you follow with the basics. How do I handle the cyclic? Okay. How do I handle the collective? How do I handle the anti-torque? Okay. That is all basics. Okay. Checks. Okay. What are the checks? Before I take off, these are the checks. So I see the checks, I see my DI, I look at where I'm going, viewer, I look at the RPM, I look at my speed, okay? I look at everything. Those are the checks, okay? And at the end of the day, what counts importantly is the muscle memory, okay? Adding all that, okay, putting it in your brain is muscle memory. So that's how we fly. Okay.
Then the map, I see you have a map on the computer.
Yeah, I have a map. It guides me where I'm going, most especially when I'm going in for nav. Nav is navigation. I'm going from point A to point B. Because here I don't mind much about the map because I'm using VFR pilot flying, a visual flight rule pilot. I'm using VFR because most of the clients that really come in here want to have a scenery of the old airport in Entebbe and the new airport in Entebbe. So we are using VFR. I don't mind about the map, but the map is so good because it gives me the trajectory, it gives me the direction and what degrees I should fly or bearing towards the place that I'm going in case I'm flying from point A to point B.
Opportunities and risks in the aviation business?
There are a lot of risks in the aviation business. That's why you shouldn't be careless, you shouldn't be negligent. You have one soul. You're trained to do that. Opportunities are ambiguous, very many. It's only that if you don't use your head, then you'll miss out on opportunities.
Thank you so much, Captain.
Thank you too.
Please tell the people your names once again.
My name's Captain. I'm called Mukasa Ivan Muwulya from Wama Aero Innovations, and we invite you all to Wama Aero Innovations to come and make use of the simulators. We are located along Queen's Way. As you head to Kibuye, there's a petrol station called Galp Petrol Station. I repeat, Galp Petrol Station. Jump off. We are just next to Galp Petrol Station. Building is H&S Kibirige Complex. We're on ground floor. See you there.
Okay, thank you, Captain. We are delighted to have you on Mbale Express TV.
Mbale Express TV, Amahua, Gasira, Mulembe, Mulembe. We love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.